Good people, how are you? My name is Tatenda Ecs1501 tutor. If you're a UNISA student doing this module, you are the right candidate. I'm going to take you through this module, and I believe that you are going to benefit a lot. Economics is very easy when it is simplified. So let me take this opportunity to simplify economics to you, so that come exam time, you stand a chance to get your distinction, because I do believe that everyone who is gonna go through this material is automatically a distinction material. Okay, let me take you to what economics really is. What economics is all about. Firstly, you need to unpick the definition of economics, and I'll explain one or two few things after unpacking this definition. Here the definition which is given says economics is the study of the use of resources, of scarce resources, to satisfy unlimited ones. What this definition basically means is that in economics there are what are called resources. Resources, let me underline the word resources. Then satisfy unlimited human needs and wants. So scarce resources, the objective is to satisfy what? Unlimited human needs. Human needs and wants. That's the first definition we have encountered. What are scarce resources? By scarcity or scarce, we mean that resources are limited in supply. Meaning to say there are no sufficient resources. And what are these resources? Resources are factors of production which include land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. These are factors of production or resources. So these resources are limited in supply. For example, we do have fixed supply of land. We cannot expand land. Thus, it is scarce. Then the objective now of using these resources is to satisfy human needs and wants. That's to maximize utility. That's to maximize utility. But needs and wants of human beings are without ends. Needs and wants are sometimes called ends. They are sometimes called ends. And with this I can safely say the ends of human beings are without end. What we desire in life are without end. We have endless needs and wants. For example, right now you might be owning a certain mobile phone. Maybe it's a Samsung Galaxy J2, but you desire a better version. Say Apple. Better version is expensive. So what we can tell is needs, we can meet them, but once we cannot meet them frequently. Okay, another definition that I would want to give you is this one, which says scarcity economics is a social science concerned with the efficient use of scarce resources to satisfy unlimited human needs and wants. Check here, there is an element of social science 1 Social science, this basically means that we study the behavior of human beings. Social science. Scientifically, so it means scientific methods should be used to understand the behavior of human beings regarding the use of resources. That's the first point to note. Then another thing is that we have to use these resources, these scarce resources. About scarce resources I explained. We have to use them efficiently. What do we mean by efficiently? We mean that we don't have to waste resources. Therefore, we have to maximize output. Maximize output and produce the right combination or desired combination. Desired combination. So if you produce maximum output of goods that are not desired by consumers, then there is no efficiency. Again, if you produce less output than what was expected, then there is no efficiency. So this efficient of maximizing output is called productive efficient. Or technical efficient. Then this one of producing the desired combination is called allocative efficient. Yes. Now, let me take you to the next aspect. Another thing that you need to know with this module is that it has 15 topics. And we are going to cover all these topics step by step. You will make it after you've gone through these recordings. Don't worry. Just know that there are 15 topics and this is one of them. Okay. Now, wants. What are wants? Wants are desires for goods and services. Wants are desires for goods and services, and they are unlimited. Meaning to say, you desire more than what you already have. Those are wants. You can live without wants. For example, you can live without a personal motor vehicle. You can use taxi to go to work, to go to school. So, motor vehicle in this case is a want. You can live without it. A certain brand of mobile phone that you can desire, you can live without it. So, it's simply a desire. So at times, some of the objects or products that we have are out of desire, not out of need. So they are wants. If you check around yourself, maybe it's a certain footwear. Maybe you desire to wear Nike. But an ordinary shoe can do. Nike is simply a want in that case. You desire a certain hairstyle. But a simple haircut is also good for you. So you can live without them. Now let's cross to needs. Needs are necessities or essential for survival, e.g. food, water, clothing, and housing. Ordinary housing, ordinary clothing, ordinary footwear, ordinary shelter. These are needs. So these are what are required for an average human being for survival or for sustenance. We need clean water, yes. Then demand. Demand can only demand if you can afford it. Now I want to give you another version of demand. Demand is the willingness and ability to buy a product, or desire to buy a product backed by the ability to do so. Now, afford it or purchasing power is the ability now. Ability to buy the product. So if you just desire a product and you don't have capacity to buy that product, there is no demand in economics. In economics, we talk about effective demand. So you need to end up buying the product that you are saying you demand. Willingness and ability. Willingness and ability, these are two conditions. Willingness and ability. Willingness and ability, okay? Now, opportunity cost. I will present this opportunity cost, scarcity, and choice on the production possibilities curve as we progress. But now let me explain what opportunity cost is without using either graph. Opportunity cost is the value of the next best alternative foregone. What is an alternative? Alternative simply means an option. Maybe you might be having, say, 20 rand that you want to use to buy, say, a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread which goes for 20 rand, it's superior bread in this case. And a chocolate which also goes for 20 rand. This being the case, it means you can either choose to spend your 20 rand on bread. So this becomes choice. If this is choice, what is foregone is opportunity cost. Had you not sacrificed your money on purchasing bread, it means you would have purchased chocolate. Therefore, chocolate becomes opportunity cost. This one is the first choice. First choice. First choice picked. Now, chocolate is the next choice foregone. So the next choice foregone becomes opportunity cost. Why are we faced with this aspect of opportunity cost in economics? Because income, which is 20 rand, is a constraint. With income of 20 rand, you cannot buy both products. It means one has to be given up, one has to be foregone. For example, you are doing economics right now, but you had other options. Maybe you could have chosen to go and find work. But just because you discovered that by adding knowledge to yourself, you will earn more income in future. So you chose to sacrifice current income which you could have obtained by looking for a job. So looking for a job is opportunity cost in your place. Here it is described as value of the decision maker of the best option that could have been taken but was not or wasn't. E.g., watch a move. Watch a move, so it means watching a move is a choice. Instead of studying for exam, so this is opportunity cost. Now, choice. Choice is another term that you need to know. What is choice? Choice is a decision or an option that has been picked up when you are faced with more than one option. If you are faced with more than one option and you are requested to pick one, the one that you end up picking becomes choice. So in this case, bread is choice. Bread is choice. If bread is choice, then opportunity cost is chocolate. That's opportunity cost and choice. Scarcity. Scarcity refers to limitedness of resources. Limitedness of resources. Of resources. Meaning to say resources available are not enough to produce whatever is needed to be produced. So that's scarcity. Okay, here an example of things that are said to be scarcity. Time is scarce. We have 24 hours a day. So in that 24 hours, there are some of the things that we end up not doing because time is not enough. Space, be it space of land or housing space. So it means you might be owning a house, but that house may limit you on type of property to buy. So you have limited space. Or it's piece of land, you might desire to do quite a number of things on a given piece of land, but that space can limit you. So it is scarce in that case. Money is straightforward. We use this example of 20 rand. So money acted as a constraint here, or as a scarce product. Okay. Production possibilities curve. Production possibilities curve is a combination of any two goods that are attainable when resources are fully and efficiently employed. Check here. Check here properly. We said two goods, that's combination. Then attainable. When scarce resources, I want to put scarce resources are used here. Scarce resources are fully and efficiently. So that's production possibilities. Possibilities, not possibility. It's possibilities. It's possibilities curve. Production possibilities curve. Here, what we can observe is that in any economy, more than two goods are produced. But with this model, we assume that only two goods are produced. So these are underlying assumptions. Only two goods are produced. Number two, fixed resources and technology. Then the curve is concave to the origin. It's a closed economy, meaning to say there is no international trade. Okay, so this being the case now, let's check combination of goods. Combination can be observed by looking at either point along this curve, which the concave is this one, the line which bulges outwards, on which points A, B up to F are seated. So this line now is the one which is called PPC, production possibilities curve. Which are the possibilities now? Point A is the possibility. Point B is the possibility too. Point C is another possibility. Point D is another possibility. So adding these possibility, we can come up with possibilities, plural. As singular, point B is possibility. Point C is possibility. But if you combine all these points, we call them possibilities. Okay. Now, a combination, let's come at point C and check the combination. If output is 2 baskets of fish per day, that's quantity of fish 2, then on y-axis we are seeing that there is 85 pockets of potatoes per day. So it's per day, both sides, not per week. So 85. So this is a combination. Combination is made up of 2, right? Another combination that we can pick at B, we can check 1 bucket of fish and 95 pockets of potatoes. So this is another combination. This is another combination. These are possible ways of output that can be produced in this economy. So if all the resources are attainable, we can check if those points, if we can check by seeing those points on the PPC or on the production possibility scale. Here point B is on this PPC production possibility scale. So any point from A, B up to F reflects attainable output. Attainable output 1 and efficient use of resources. Efficient use of resources because they have been fully utilized. But the element of efficient, let me ignore it a little bit and now focus on full utilization of resources. By full utilization, we mean that all the resources have been employed or have been called to use. There are no resources that are lying idle in this economy. So any point along the PPC or on the PPC reflects full utilization of resources. We call this productive efficiency. So I'm not going to explain on productive efficiency after having indicated where it is found. So any point on the PPC reflects productive efficiency, which is also called technical efficiency. Technical efficiency, any point on the PPC, meaning to say all the resources have been used, because this line is a boundary which shows the maximum resources that are available in this economy. Okay. Now any point inside the production possibility scale reflects it's attainable but underutilization of resources. Like point H here. Point H is attainable but reflects underutilization of resources or unemployment of resources. Unemployment of resources. Meaning to say some resources are lying idle, they are not being fully utilized. This economy can increase output of both goods by shifting from point H to any point along the PPC. That's inefficiency. Efficiency, I explained about efficiency. Then here it reflects inefficiency. Inefficiency. Okay. Check here. This curve shows the maximum resources available, but we have another point which is called point G, which is lying outside the production possibilities curve. This point only reflects the desire of the society, the combination that the society desires. But the resources available cannot permit this economy to produce up to this point. We cannot stretch the resources from this point to point G. Meaning to say it's unattainable. Unattainable. We cannot produce this level of output. The resources available are limited. In one word, that's scarcity. That's scarcity. Point G is the one which reflects scarcity. Let me erase and explain other phenomena. Okay. Now, allow me to pay attention to other details. So any point outside the curve, like G, unattainable, that's scarcity. Any point on the curve, choice and efficiency. Okay, choice. So choice can be point A, point B, point C, point G, point E, point F. But there is only one choice that you have to be made. If the society decide to choose D, then it means other options falls under opportunity cost. If this is choice, then all these other points becomes opportunity cost, but G is the only choice that have been made. And it's efficient. Why are we saying it's efficient? Because all the resources are being fully utilized. It's along the production possibilities curve. Okay. Any point between the points, movement between A and B reflects opportunity cost. Now, opportunity cost in terms of numerical values now. Between point A and B, let's check between point A and B. No, I don't want to use point A and B here. Let me pick other points. Let me pick point D and E. So if production occurs at point D instead of at point E, right? So it means for us to produce, no, let me say production is now occurring at point E. So this is choice now. Choice. For us to increase production of E, it means we have to reduce production of D from 70 units to 40 pockets of potatoes. Okay. At this point D, let's check. Then production of fish should increase from 3 buckets to 4 buckets. Now, what is the difference between 70 and 40? It's 30. And what is the difference between 3 and 4? It's 1. So a choice to increase production of fish by 1 bucket resulted in decrease in production of potatoes by 30 pockets. This means that the opportunity cost of producing 1 bucket of fish is 30 pockets of potatoes forgone. Opportunity cost. Okay, now I want to introduce you to aspect of increasing opportunity cost. Increasing opportunity cost. Let me edit here. Increasing opportunity cost. Okay, concave indicates increasing opportunity cost that we have to note. Okay, by increasing output of potatoes, let's check it A. When production of potatoes was 100 pockets, production of fish was 0. Now, an increase in production of fish from 0 buckets to 1 bucket was as a result of decrease in production of potatoes from 100 to 95. An additional increase in bucket of fish by another 1 bucket was as a result of additional decrease in pockets of potatoes from 95 to 85, that's 10 pockets. A further decrease in production of potatoes from 85 to 75, that's by 15 units, resulted in another bucket of fish. And 30,000 decrease from 30 pockets of potatoes decreased from 70 to 40, resulted in another additional bucket. Then from 40 to 0, so it means production of potatoes here decreased by 40 pockets. Now here we are only seeing another additional bucket of fish. Check here, there is an increase in series of decreases of production of buckets of potatoes. A decrease of 5 units, that's what I'm saying here, has been followed by a decrease of 10 units. A decrease of 10 units has been followed by a decrease of 15 units, and a decrease of 15 units has been followed by a decrease of 40 units. Check, there is a continuous decrease in the production of potatoes. Okay, any point inside the curve is inefficient. I explained about this. Or unemployment. Economics considered as social science. I explained about this in our definition. Now that's the end of this class. I have introduced you to economics. It's very easy. Please don't hesitate. Don't be afraid of this subject. It's very easy if you commit your memory to whatever that I have explained here. Okay, thank you.